Feel yourself connecting to your chair. So not just sitting mindlessly, but actually feeling the parts of your body that touch the chair. Good. You can start to notice how your back is feeling and where your thoughts are today. I'm going to make one change to my sound. Oops, and I got one more person joining. Okay. Okay, stop. That's enough. Good. So as we connect to the chair, you can start to observe. Good morning, Christine. You can begin to observe where you feel sensations in your body. Good. And then just give yourself a chance to wiggle anything that needs to wiggle. So it could be shoulders, could be the head, could be fingers. Just noticing what part of your body is asking for some movement right now. Good. Setting your feet down. Take an inhale through the nose and then an exhale through the mouth. And one more. Inhale and a big exhale. Good. As we start our session, you can close your eyes for a moment and then just notice what's happening with your body, what's happening with your mind, and even what's happening with your emotions today. We can acknowledge everything that's real, whether it's good or not as good as you'd like it to be. Taking a little body scan and noticing from head to toe, what are the sensations in your head, your shoulders, your arms, your torso, your back, your legs, and your feet. And I apologize if you hear weird sounds. If Lulu, she's doing some licking over here. Good. And then coming back to the breath, start to acknowledge the inhale and the exhale, whatever your range or your pace of breath is. Good morning. In. Good. Exhale slowly. Inhale slowly. And exhale slowly. Whatever your range or your speed or pace of breath, take 3 more. Good. Come back to a neutral breath, natural breath, and then gently open the eyes. Good. So as I said, we're going to focus a little bit on hips and legs today. For those of you just joining, a block, a book, or a pillow will be helpful. And just one. You only need one. Good. Welcoming everybody who's on the call today. We've got a good group today. All right. Good morning, Marge. We're using a block, a book, or a pillow today. All right. So while you're sitting back, you're going to find a little bit of legs movement. I know we normally start with the neck, but we're going to start with the hips. So sit back, press your low back into your chair, and then see if you can draw the right knee up. And you can always hold the back of the thigh or hold onto your pants if it's too hard to reach your shin. Notice how your hip feels. You can start to rock the leg in and out. And then see if we can take the heel in and out. So it's more about letting the leg externally rotate and then come back to normal. Good. And then release that right leg off to the right do an in and out movement. So we're still kind of pressing our low back into your chair. Now, if you have a chair that's too deep and this is really strange for you, you can come away from the back of the chair. Yeah, a little snorting sound, that's Lulu. Lulu's right down there. All right, it's not me, I'm not snorting. All right, right leg in, and then left leg. So again, holding it and lifting it any way that you can. And we'll start to bring the leg out and in. A little bit up and down. And then heel in, heel out. Good. Release the leg. Good. Now shake that leg out a little bit. And then while we're here, since we're pressing against the back of the chair, we can start to extend that right leg. You can either have your hands off or hold on to the back of the thigh as you'd like, and then flex your foot up so that the sole of your foot presses out, and then point. You can do hand if you want to too. So doing an up and down movement. Keep going. I've got another person joining the call. Up and down movement. How's that leg feeling? Good. All right, and then releasing the hand, rotate your ankle around. And then rotate the other way. Again, the knee, release the leg down. Notice that we're starting to use the top of the thigh. When we do that, we'll move to left side. So left leg comes up. Again, you can hold the leg or you can just let go of that. And as that foot presses out, we're going to do the same hand. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Good. Release the hand, rotate the ankle around. That's Lulu drinking her water. And then reverse the rotation. I shouldn't have to explain Lulu. You guys know Lulu already, but I know it's weird. Good. And then releasing down, shaking out both legs. All right. Last thing, while we're still sitting back in the chair, both legs extend if you feel up to that. And if you don't feel up to it, you can always do one at a time, okay? We're gonna see if we can take both legs out, both arms in, making the shape of an L, sideways L. Good. And this is like our downward facing dog. You could even press your palms up as if you were trying to reach the ceiling. This is like our downward facing dog, but in a sitting position. And then release. Good. Beautiful. We'll start to scoot forward a little bit so that we're away from the back of the chair. We've already warmed up the hips, so let's go through the rest of the body. Let's start with what we did on Tuesday, cat-cow. Rounding, pulling the belly back, chin to chest, tailbone under. Good. And then taking chest forward, shoulders down and back, tailbone back. Good. Going through at your own pace. Let's try 3 more. Exhale when you're in cat. Inhale when you're in cow. Beautiful. Arms can do anything you want them to do. Hi, Lulu. Lulu does cat and cow too. Good. Back to neutral. Good. Release the arms. Nice job. All right. Let's take the feet a little bit wider just so we find a little more stability. And let's add our side body movement. Let's do warm up of the shoulders first. So hands on shoulders and then some circles with the elbows. Then reverse the other direction. So we're going to put a little flow together today. Good. Release the arms down. Good. Roll out the shoulders a little bit. Hey, she's being annoying. I'm going to throw her out for a sec. Hey, she's being annoying. Okay. All right. So now, shoulders are warmed up. We're going to take and find a little flow. So hands down by the side. Inhale, bring the hands together at the heart. Beautiful. Exhale, float it back down. If you're taking care of sore or, painful shoulders, you're keeping it low. If you're okay with going higher, you can go higher. Good. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, float down. Good. The next one we're going to take, inhale, bring it up. And then lean to the right. Good. Back to center. Remember, you can always be here instead. And then lean to the left. Good. Back to center. Twist to the right. Hands go to the right thigh and behind you. And back to center. And then over to the left. Good. Back to center. Lift up tall. Inhale, exhale, hands to thighs, forward fold. So you can stay halfway up. You can go a little further, belly closer to thighs. Head relaxes down. Good. Hands back to thighs. Slowly come on up. So let's do 2 more rounds of that sequence I just put together. All right, so inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Inhale, up again, and lean to the right. Inhale, up, and then to the left, exhale. Good. Back to center. Twist to the right. Arms go over to that side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the left. Good. Inhale, back up. Reach up tall. Exhale, hands to thighs. Forward fold. Take another breath here. You can wiggle side to side if that feels good in the spine. Good. Hands to thighs. Back up. Good. One more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Reaching up. Lean to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Good. Back to center. Twist to the right. Inhale, coming forward. And exhale to the left. Good. Back to center. Inhale as you reach up tall. Exhale. Big hot sigh. Hands to thighs. Either staying halfway or further down to forward fold. Take an extra couple of breaths here. Let yourself, maybe even let your head shake gently, yes and no. Good, and then bringing the hands back to the thighs, slowly coming back up. Good. Right ear toward right shoulder. Good. And back to center. Left ear toward left shoulder. And center. We can go right ear, right shoulder. Maybe left hand reaches out and back. And then bring it up. And then opposite direction. Left ear, left shoulder, right arm reaches back. Good. One more round. Right ear, right shoulder. Left hand can reach out or behind the back. Wrapping around behind your back. Good. And then reversing. Left ear, left shoulder, right arm reaching back or behind your back. Good. Come back to center. Gently turn your head to the right. Do a little nod up and down. Good. Then come to center. Let your head turn to the left. Find your range here and then nod the head up and down. Good. One more time to the right, turning your head to the right. Option to take that left hand and either reach the left arm out or wrap your hand around your back. Pause here for an extra breath. Good. Unwinding the arm, head back to neutral. Turn your head to the left. Option to take the right arm, reach it out, or wrap it around behind your back. Pause for an extra breath here. Good. Head back to neutral, unwinding the arms. Good. Hands across, give yourself a hug. Good. Do a little wiggle side to side. You can make this as fun as you'd like. You can do a little squirmy movement. You can do side to side. You can do twists, whatever you like today. Good. From there, chin to chest. Good. Feel the weight of your arms, really kind of drawing the shoulder blades apart. Good. And then as we come up, reach your arms out, gently look up. So we're kind of taking our hug and combining it with our neck movement. Opposite arm on top. If you don't remember, don't worry about it. Again, chin to chest. Maybe letting those elbows really kind of come forward so that you really feel the back of the shoulder blades spread out a little bit more. Good. And then as we come back to upright, do a little wiggle here. I forgot we got to do it on this side. And then open out the arms, lift your chest, look up. Good, release. Beautiful. Right hand goes to left shoulder. Left hand holds up the elbow. We're going to use that right hand to give ourselves a little massage. Shoulder, neck, base of the skull. Wherever you like that sensation. Find all the knots. I always have knots here somewhere. Good. Do a little turning of the head around, noticing where you feel that. Good. And then bring your head to neutral. Hug that right arm across the body. Relax the shoulder down. Let's stretch it out a little bit. Wiggle out the fingers of the right hand. Open and close the hands. Good. All right, release that right arm down. Shake it out a few times. Left hand goes to the right shoulder. Right hand holds up the elbow so that you're not straining the neck to hold your arm up, and find your massage here. So you can do anything you want between the kind of at the back of the shoulder blades, squeeze the top of the shoulder, side of the neck, back base of the skull. I like this one a lot. You can hold one area and take the head and move it around a little. And then bringing your head back to neutral, take that left arm and reach it across the body. Relax the shoulder down as you hug it in with the right. Good, nice. Wiggle out the fingers of the left hand. Open and close the hands. Nice. Releasing that left arm, swing it around a few times, shake it out. Whatever you like. All right. And then last thing, drawing the circle with your nose. Continue to notice your breath as we go through this movement. Reverse the direction of your circle. Good. Come back to upright. Nice job, everybody. Yeah, so we kind of got a warm up all the way through the body. It's a good time to take your water break. And then we'll start to move into our other kind of focus areas today. How's everybody feeling so far? Thumbs up, thumbs down, and it's okay. Good, double thumbs is good. For those who joined a little bit late, just know we're going to work with a little bit of a block. If you don't have a block, you can grab a pillow that's not too squishy, or a box or book that's wrapped in a towel, okay? We're going to use this to highlight our inner thigh muscles called the abductors. So abductors are what draw our thighs together, or the muscles toward the center. Adductors are the ones that draw the legs out. All right, so first, let's start with our Charleston. So this is using those muscles. So let's go ahead and take the feet a little bit apart, about the hip width, hands on knees, and we're gonna go in and out. You can go wider if you want to, in and out. So right now it's about hinging at the hips, right? And you can do our Charleston, crossing the arms. Yeah. Nice. Now notice, this is just moving. Notice that if we go out and bring the hands on the inside of the thighs and press the thighs in toward the hands, we are using these inside muscles, but because we're using our arms, we probably feel the arms more than we do the thighs, right? And then if we bring the knees together and squeeze the thighs together, we're using those muscles, but you're also probably feeling your hips, right? And then if you take your hands to the outside of the legs and try to push out against them, then we're using different muscles. These are abductors, these are adductors, right? No, wait, these are adductors, these are abductors. Good, bring it back up. All right, shake out the legs. The way I remember that is to abduct something is to take it away. So when we take it away from the center, that's the abductors. These are the adductors, okay? I have to always remind myself. All right, so now either your block, pillow, or book. You're gonna bring it between the thighs. Mine's about 3 inches wide, but it can be anything. All you wanna do is bring it just above the knees so that, and then line up your ankles beneath your knees. Find your good posture. Lengthen your spine. Good, squeeze the block together. Squeeze your knees in toward the block and then relax them. And I'm not gonna really see, you're not even gonna see me doing much, but there's a sensation that happens. So it's a squeezing in and then a relax. Good, one more. Squeeze and relax. Good. So using those inner thighs. When we do that, we're also engaging the hips, the glutes, and the core. All of those things. Now we can also take the block between the ankles. And you could, now you may have a book that's too heavy, and I understand you could just set that book aside. So you can either stay forward from the back of your chair, or if you find that your low back is really too tender from this, you can sit all the way back, okay? So your choice. What we're gonna do is see if we can extend while we're squeezing in on holding the block or the pillow. Good, bend, bring it down. It's quite a bit of work, so don't feel bad if you have to go all the way back in your chair. Good, we're only gonna do 2 more of these. Lift, lower, lift and hold. Remember that L that we did at the beginning of class? Like downward facing dog? Good, release. Whew. Move that out of the way, shake out the legs. I really felt that even though we're using these muscles, I also felt it a lot right in the top of our thighs to add the quadriceps in that one. If any of you have been going to the gym or have used the gym in the past, you know there's a machine that does that, and that's kind of what we were doing today. Okay, and then last thing that's really fun about this thing is we can put it on the ground, set our feet on it with our feet together, knees out, in a butterfly pose. Good. If you find that you're too close to the edge of the chair and you're worried about falling down, you can hold on to the chair. Okay, just notice how it feels. Just to take the legs out into this butterfly pose is opening up through the groin. But at the same time, it's kind of letting the low back get a sense of moving in towards each other. If you want to go a little deeper, you can hold onto the back of your chair and then slightly lean forward. There's quite a bit of balance that's happening here. So just really kind of be gentle and mindful about this movement. Good, and slowly come back up. Nice job. We'll come off of the block. Beautiful, we'll set it aside. We'll come back to this later. For now, just shake out the legs. Nice. So it's just a simple thing. It's really just a piece of, rectangular piece of thing. This weighs very little, but it just gives us a different focus when we introduce it to class. All right, so we're going to come into our, yes, Christine?
I bought one and it's called High Density Eva Foam. Have you something to do with that?
Named after me. I love that, Christine. I really love that.
Yeah.
The high density is good because it's not too squishy, right? Okay, so now right leg out. Good. Right leg in. Left leg out. Left leg in. You can use your hands to help this happen, or you can use your muscles in your hips to make this happen. So this is abduct. This is adduct. We'll do one more time each side. All right, and then when we go to the right, we're gonna stay here. We're gonna find a little bit of warrior movement here. So you can keep your legs just like this with the right leg out and the left leg forward. Extend that left leg you can, but it's not required. It's not necessary for this pose. All right. So now that we're settled in, arms reach out, palms are down, shoulders are relaxed. Beautiful. This is our warrior two shape. Good. Left hand goes down toward the thigh or the chair, right arm reaches up and over. If you're taking care of a shoulder, you can keep your hand on your shoulder instead. So we're leaning over to that left side, right arm up and over. Beautiful, peaceful warrior, and then back to warrior two. Right elbow to the thigh, left arm reaches up diagonally. Feel the length of his spine. Good, and back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse our warrior. Exhale, side angle. Good. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. If you need more than one breath, that's okay. Good. Now, taking our warrior two, turn your right palm forward, bring it to the inside of your leg. Use your arm like you did with that block, using your adductors. All right, left arm reaches up. We're gonna see if we can slide down and slide back up. You decide how far to go. Slide down, slide back up. Slide down to the point that you can sustain the pose. We're gonna see if we can take that top arm and reach it down like we were closing a book. Close and open. Inhale, exhale, close. One more. Inhale up and exhale, close. Good. Coming back up, back to warrior two. Whew, relax the arms. All right, we're gonna bring left leg forward, right leg back to center. In between poses, let's see if I can remember that whole sequence. We'll find a little forward fold. So it can be huddle with elbows on the knees or thighs, or deeper, belly to thighs, head hanging down. Take a moment to really just, feel whatever release you need to release. That was a fairly strenuous sequence of poses. Hands back to thighs, slowly come back up. All right, so start with both knees facing forward, and then we'll take other side. So left leg, you can lift the left leg and bring it out. You might have to scoot a little. And then bring it back in. Out, let go of the leg if you want to, and in, out, in. Good. Hold while we're out, and now we're situated in our warrior. So left leg can stay where it is, right leg can stay forward, or you can extend the right leg out, kind of straightening it a little bit. Good. Arms reach out, palms are down, shoulders are relaxed. See if you can find a little more length between your ribs and your hips, but relax the shoulders. Nice job. Beautiful. Remember, taking care of shoulders, hands to shoulders, okay? All right, reverse, right hand down, left hand either to the shoulder or reaching up. This is our peaceful warrior. Good. back to warrior two, and then left elbow to the thigh, right arm either at the shoulder or overhead. This is our side angle. So we're gonna flow through this 3 times. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Keep going. Go at your own pace. Take a break when you need to. Good. When you find your side angle, come up enough that that left arm can press against the back of, or the inside of the thigh, right arm reaches up. We're gonna find a little bit of a triangle pose here. We're gonna slide it down and then bring it up. I'm gonna rest my right hand on my chest because my shoulder's feeling a little sore. Bring it back up. Good. And then finding the point that you can go down to that you can hold. Right hand on shoulder or arm reaching up. We're going to close the book, open the book. Good. Exhale to close. Inhale to open. Last one. Good. And come back up to warrior two. Good. Release the arms. Roll out the shoulders. Good. This time we're going to take that right foot, come across, straighten out the right leg. A little bend in that right knee. Hands stay on the left thigh. And a little forward fold with a big hamstring stretch. So if that feels okay, and if you feel weird going diagonally, just turn this forward. Good. All right, and then coming back up to center. I forgot to do this one on the other side. So we're going to go over to the left. Left foot's down, right leg extends. Sorry, right foot's down, left leg extends. Good. Hands on that right thigh and a little hinge forward. Just noticing this back of the leg, back of the knee, calf, back of the heel. Good. And then coming back up to center. Good. Straight, bring the knee in. We're going to come back to our forward fold from here. So some people like forward fold with the knees close together. Some people like forward fold with the knees far apart. So you choose whichever one you like. It's called Yogi's Choice. Good. And slowly coming back up when you're ready. Whew. It's a lot of stuff, I know. We did quite a bit. Sit back for a moment. Maybe you need it's a good time for a water break again. So I'm always taking care of something in my body that's a little bit, still healing or unhappy. So I always kind of try to be mindful that, low back is a fairly common issue. And so I'm always doing things to try and take care of that. And then for me, I've got, shoulder that I'm still taking care of. And occasionally I have neck issues too. Oh yeah, and I forgot, this knee gets a little sore sometimes. So I know every person I talk to, you're going to say, well, I have this, I've got this, I've got this. It just happens. As we move through life, we have different things in our body that need more love than others. All right. We're coming to goddess legs. Really think about what you're doing here. We could make it just like lazy, right? Where we're just kind of hanging out. Or we could start to sit up tall. Feel our tailbone pointing down. Our legs are trying to open out more. So there's a little bit of a rotation of our knees out toward the pinky toe side. Good. Lengthen the space between your hips and your ribs. You might press down through the crease here. Beautiful. And then goddess pose with our cactus arms. Beautiful. So just notice how this feels. Feet are solid. You can wiggle the toes a little bit and then get the feet down. Good. We can find a little side bend to the right and a side bend to the left. Goddess is perfect because we can do all these poses. Back to center, twist to the right, twist to the left. Cat, elbows towards each other. Cow, elbows down and back. I like that one. Let's do it again. Cat, cow. Beautiful. Reach up tall, lengthen, get as tall as you can, and imagine you're kind of trying to sit up out of the chair. Good. And then release, hands to thighs, maybe a forward fold. Good. Some of you will stay up about halfway. Some of you will go further. Some of you will reach down to the ground. It's really a choice of what works for your body. There's no one right way that fits everybody. Good. Come back up to neutral. All right. Beautiful. So do a little bit of Charleston again, because I'm going to give you a little challenge. You can decide if you want to do it or not. These are just to play, okay? So if you're having knee issues, you might want to skip this or just test it and see what happens. So back into goddess pose, but this time don't go as wide. If you were really wide, kind of bring it just a little forward. So we're going to play with the idea that we can come from goddess to standing. And so we're just going to lift, 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 lift. It's quite a bit of work by itself. Really feel the thighs lifting up. Some of you may actually come up to goddess and back down. Good. So if this is something you actually like, we're going to go 2 more. Goddess, seated goddess, goddess, seated goddess, goddess and up, and hold. Good. All right. We're going to make our way to standing. So optional standing, just make your way on up. Ooh, let's shake out that. That was a hard one. I have never tried that before. I, again, learned it from another teacher. So if you're going to stand, just go ahead and move your chair so you're behind the chair or off to the side. And I want you to see I've got this cute little towel that one of my students gave me. It has dogs doing different dog yoga positions. It's just really cute. I thought it was really fun. My Lulu does none of those. Lulu doesn't do any of those. She does do up dog and down dog though. Okay. Now that we're standing, take your feet a little wider, do a little bit of swinging. Lifting the opposite heel so you can really kind of swing the hips around. Let your hands flap around, so you even let the hands kind of tap the sides of the body. And then look the direction that you're going. So your head's turning too. This actually comes from Tai Chi. It's not just made up, but it does feel good. Good. Come back to center when you're ready. Unwind. Beautiful. In our mountain pose, feet are forward. There's a space between our feet. Good. Finding your posture again. Where's your shoulders? Can you draw them slightly just down and back? Can we bring our neck in line with our spine? Good. Let's find our sun salutations from here. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, relax the arms down. Good. Inhale, reaching up. Hands to heart. Inhale, reach up and down. Add a side bend the next one. So inhale up. Right hand to the right as we reach over to the right side. Back up to center. And then over to the left. Good. Inhale back to center, hands to heart, a little bend in the knees so that we find just a little tiny chair pose. And we're going to twist to the right and center and twist to the left. Good. Back to center, hands to thighs, maybe a little huddle pose. So you can keep your hands on your thighs and come to a huddle. You can bring your elbows to your thighs. Good. Some of you are comfortable with going deeper, letting the head come down so that you're more in forward fold. And then back to our huddle. Good. Scoop that belly in, reach the arms out and up as we come all the way up. Hands to heart. Beautiful. We'll do that one more time. So inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale, back to center. Beautiful. Hands to heart. A little bend in the knees. Twist to the right. Center. Twist to the left. Center. Hands to thighs. Finding a little bit of a deeper huddle. If that feels okay, you can stay here or bring elbows to thighs or forward fold. Back up to our huddle. Scooping that belly in, arms reach out and up. And then hands to heart. Nice job. Beautiful job, everybody. Take a little break, shake out things. All right. Beautiful. The way I really like to release after sun salutations is downward facing dog. So holding the back of your chair or your wall or a countertop, we're just taking this feet, big step back, bend the knees, reach your hips back over your heels. If you can, straighten the arms and drop your head between your arms if it's possible. If not, just do what you can. Draw the belly in. One long line from hands to the tailbone. You can wiggle the hips right and left. Good. And then when you're ready, gently look forward and walk your feet towards the back of the chair. Good job. All right. We've got one more thing I'd like to do, and that's going to be a balance pose. So let's see, we're going to come to our mountain pose. Does anybody have a favorite balance pose? I had something in mind, but I want to do what you guys are interested in. No favorite pose? You like, is it tree pose? Okay. All right, so let's do tree pose. So mountain pose. First, find your mountain pose. Find your center. You can find a focal point that's not moving, okay? All right. Weight shifts to the left foot, right knee bends. Open that right knee out to the side. You can keep your toe down and heel against the ankle, or you can bring the foot to the calf. Hold on to your chair as much as you need to. Good. Maybe the hands come to heart. Maybe you reach up with one or both arms. Good. When you're ready to release, arms come down, knee comes forward, set the foot down. Good job. Shake it out, do a little march. Back to mountain pose. This is really the center of everything. So if we're not balanced in mountain, if it's hard for us just to stand, then we're going to definitely have a challenge with one foot, right? So find your mountain first. That means the soles of the feet connected to the earth, right and left, equal, front to back, equal. All right, now find your focal point. Begin to shift weight into the right foot, left knee bends, open it out to the side. So we're using those abductors and adductors again. Maybe foot to calf or foot down. And then again, you could do hands to heart. You could lift one branch. You could lift both branches, depending on how stable you feel today. Don't watch me. Got my own challenges. Good. When you're ready to release, arms come down, knee comes forward, set the foot down. Good. And a little march. A little march. And so now you choose what feels better. What do you need after that pose? Would you like the march? Do you want a downward facing dog? Do you want a huddle? You can do any of those things. I like downward facing dog and I like huddle. You can also sit down in your chair. So you choose anything you want here. And we're just going to make our way out of whatever you're working on. And when you're complete, make your way back to your chair. You can take a little water break again. And even after you're sitting down, if you feel like you really would like a release of that forward fold or huddle pose, that's okay too. That's actually my favorite one just because I tend to have low back soreness and I really like the forward fold. But for those of you who prefer, you can do a back bend by leaning back in your chair. So you can kind of contrast those two. They're the opposite of each other. Okay? All right. Let's do a little bit of wrist work. So you can either sit back in your chair or come back to your mountain pose, seated mountain pose. I'm going to press the palms together. I'm going to get closer so you can see me better. Palms together, elbows lifted, but shoulders relaxed. Feel that wrist happening right there. What's going on with the wrist? We're going to press to the right without turning the torso. And then center. And then press to the left. Good. Back to center. Turn your fingers down as if you were trying to reach the ground, point toward the ground. And then bring them back. Turn your fingers toward your chest. Good. Clasp your hands. Press the palms forward. Yay, we did it. All right, do a little wiggle right and left. A little twist side to side. And then sweep those arms back, hold the back of your chair, roll the shoulders down and back. If you'd like, you can roll forward so we can feel a deeper stretch across the chest. And it doesn't have to be the back of the chair, it could be the bottom of the chair. Could be behind your back. Good, come back to upright. One more time, hands together. So there's an intention, fingers are spread. Palms are pressing, elbows are lifted, but shoulders are relaxed. Belly's drawn in, so we have good posture while we're here as well. All right, so from this position, really feeling what's going on with the wrists and arms, we'll go to the left instead. Oh, I always forget about the lefties, you know? You guys, some of you are left-handed, back to center and to the right. Good. Back to center, fingers point toward the ground. Let's do some spider push-ups in between, like we're a spider on the mirror. Good. Then press the palms together, fingers spread wide, turn your fingers toward your chest. Beautiful. And then clasp your hands the opposite way. All right, press the palms out. Nice. Whew. Elbows can be bent, elbows can be straight, your choice. And if your shoulders are okay, you can come up, reaching arms up overhead, and then taking a little lean to that right side, pressing those palms up and away. And a lean to the left side as the palms press the other direction. Good. Come back to center, release the arms down, roll out the wrists, both directions. Maybe hold the back of the chair. You can hold low, you can hold high, and you could even lean forward. If you're leaning forward, I think it feels good to take the chin close to the chest so you're not straining the neck, or you can just gently look forward. Good. Come back to upright. Nice job. And just kind of shake out the hands. Good. Nice, everybody. All right, I've got one more nice stretch, and that one's going to be our pigeon pose. So I'm going to give you an option. Those of you who have find that it's really difficult to get your ankle to your thigh, you can take your block, your book, or your pillow and write that right foot edge against the block. It's just, it's kind of a cool sensation, even if you're used to pigeon pose. See how the leg can kind of just open out to the side. Yeah, so if you like this, you can do this variation. If you prefer ankle to thigh, you can do ankle to thigh. So your choice, okay? Now, I'm gonna add something different than we normally do. Normally we lean forward. What I'm gonna do instead is hold on left hand to the side of the chair and then start to lean to that left. Right hand can be on the right shoulder or up and over. So we're finding an extra stretch on that right side of the body. Take your right toes and point them forward. Find a little extra there. Remember to breathe. We often hold our breath in this type of a pose. Good. Come back to upright. Good. And then if you want a little forward fold, you can hold the back of your chair or hands on the shin and then just gently lean forward over that shin. Come back to upright, uncross the leg, shake out the leg. All right. Second side. So left foot against the block and knee out. I'm going to do it this way on this side just to see if it's how different it feels. But remember, you always have the option to bring the foot to the thigh. All right. So once we're in an upright position, now we can start to lean to the left. Sorry, right. Good. You can lean to holding onto the chair and then that left arm up and over. Really think about the side of the body and pressing that left hip down and back. Good. Coming back to upright. Hands reach back or to the shin, and then we can come forward over that leg. This feels pretty good, actually. I like it with the block instead. Good. Come back to upright. Uncross the leg. Shake it out. Beautiful. We don't need the block anymore. And then go ahead and sit back in your chair. Give yourself any last things that you want to do today, whether it's neck, hands, shoulders, hips, anything that your body's asking for. It could be a repeat of something we already did or something that we missed that you really like. Yeah, twist. We didn't do a ton of twisting today, so twist could feel really good. I'm watching you run. Twists are really good. Do the knee twist. Yeah, it's a good one. I like that one. All right, so listen to your body. All right, when you've had enough of all the things that you've just done, we're gonna just sit all the way back. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale with a big sigh. You can do that again if you'd like. Thinking about all the poses we did today. Inhale, gathering that energy. And then exhale, releasing the work. There's nothing else we need to do. Let yourself rest, sitting comfortably in your chair, feet resting on the ground. Hands resting wherever they're comfortable. And so from all the engagement of the muscles, we now disengage and allow everything to come to a state of just a softness, relaxation. You can close your eyes, relaxing your entire face. I'm just going to take and be quiet for a bit so that you can just enjoy for a few moments. With no sense of hurrying, just simply observe that breath as it moves in through the body, in and through the body, and then back out again. Just a natural breath. Notice how you're feeling, and then invite a little bit of movement back in. So maybe it's fingers and wrists. Maybe it's the head and the neck. Ankles, toes, find anything that wants to move right now. If you start to take a deeper breath, you can stretch in any way you like. And then open your eyes when you're ready. Beautiful. Turning those palms up, always to acknowledge whatever goodness you have in your life. Not to disregard the challenges, but to acknowledge what is good. And let's start with that. So each day, start with what's good in your life and find some gratitude for it. Bring your hands together in front of your heart to seal in that sense of gratitude, that sense of appreciation for everything that is good in our life. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am really grateful for all of you who make it to class with me. The light in me sees and honors the beautiful light in each of you. Namaste. Thanks, everybody.